Okay, I'm not used to using a microphone, so bear with me. If I'm too loud or not loud enough, let me know. And I have to take a couple slides out of my presentation because she already used them up, the information. So as she mentioned, the AAA, the Area Agency on Aging, coordinates Older Americans Act programs in Lake and Mendocino counties. The Older Americans Act, and I'll get into this in a minute, was developed to help seniors live safely and independently in their own homes. The AAA plans, coordinates, and implements community-based support programs for older individuals to maintain their dignity and quality of life and allow them to live safely and independently in their own homes and communities. So who are we? Many of you probably have dealt with some of our services, but you probably haven't heard of us. We are one of 33 area agencies on aging in the state. As Lisa mentioned, we refer to ourselves as AAA because our entire title is Area Agency on Aging of Lake and Mendocino Counties Planning and Service Area 26. That's quite a mouthful. So AAA, it's worth calling ourselves AAA, and the occasional phone call for towing or, you know, is tolerable. The Older Americans Act was developed in the mid-60s when somebody in Washington had a flash of brilliance and determined that it was less expensive to keep seniors in their own homes, living in their own homes, than it was to institutionalize them. So in the mid-60s, the Older Americans Act was developed. In the 70s, all the states developed their own departments of aging. The Departments of Aging then created the Area Agency on Aging system. Ours happens to be a joint powers agreement between Lake County and Mendocino counties. Most of the AAAs are single counties or multiple counties, although LA City has their own AAA as well. Our AAA, as the chart shows, not only provides services through contractors and providers, but we also provide some direct services as well. I'll get into that. Every 4 years we develop an area plan for services. Our most recent one was developed in 2012. It's available on our website. I'll have that website information at the end of the program. I want to go into a little bit some highlights of the area plan. The area plan includes a description of our service area. It includes demographic data, a senior needs assessment, public input and forums, goals and objectives, plans for programs and services, and the plan is updated yearly to take into account things like sequesters. Our service area, most of you know Lake and Mendocino counties, a lot of square miles, nearly 5,000 square miles, 100 miles across, 120 miles north to south. But the drawback of that is there's only 152,000 people in our counties. So that averages out to about 32 people per square mile. It's pretty rural. The numbers that are important to us are over 37,000 seniors 65 and plus, and over 3,300 seniors who are 85 plus. And those 85 plus seniors are targeted and called out because they tend to have twice the number of mental disabilities and 3 times the number of physical disabilities than the general group of 65 plus. And Hispanic and Native Americans make up our largest ethnic component. Now, senior population growth. The seniors are, in the next 40 years, 50 years, are going to grow inordinately greater than the population in general. If you look at this chart, you can see, well, you probably can't see from back there, the population in the next 50 years is going to grow about 66% in our 2 counties. The 65 plus population is going to increase 195% during that period of time. And that 85 plus population that I was talking about is going to increase 323%. So you can see the demand for services is going to go up quite a bit. As part of our area plan, we do a survey and and public forums to determine the problems in our area. Seniors identified the top 10 problems for them is health care, dental care, staying independent at home, enough money to live on, receiving services and benefits, learning about those services and benefits, accidents at home, nutrition and food, housing, and transportation. Pretty much what you would expect. Another tool that we use is the Elder Economic Security Standard. It's published by UCLA. It measures for the actual cost of living, not what the government thinks the cost of living is. And it indicates the true cost of living by county. In our 2 counties, in our PSA, the average cost to live is $20,000 a year. So compare that with federal poverty level of a little over $11,000 a year. Social Security income averages about $11,000 a year for our seniors in our 2 counties. So that means that 51% of our elders don't have enough income to meet basic needs, and more importantly, 45% have incomes above poverty level but below what it takes to need, which takes them out of the running for services. So the goals of our area plan are to improve the health and well-being of older adults, strengthen the service delivery system for older adults and their caregivers, and maximize available funding and program capacity to ensure the greatest possible support. Our targeting, even though all our programs are aimed at seniors 60 and over, we try to target specific demographic groups inside that. Those seniors with the greatest economic needs, greatest social needs, low-income seniors, ethnic minorities, geographically isolated, and again, that 85 plus oldest old that has a higher level of needs. So our programs are provided through a network of contracted and direct services. The Senior Information and Assistance Program is one that we contract out. It's an 800 senior assistance line, which is answered by a senior resource specialist 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. I saw some of you have a copy of our senior resource directory. You'll be glad to know that we have another 12,000 of those that are being printed right now. They've been out of circulation for a little while, but we'll have some more by the end of the month. Public information events and also community education events are part of our information and assistance program. Senior Center Outreach and INA brings seniors into the senior centers for nutrition, social activities, and into the web of services provided. I know that there's a couple of our senior centers that are here tonight, contracting senior centers. The Elderly Nutrition Program is our largest program dollar-wise. It includes senior center meals at the center, obviously at the center. It also includes home-delivered Meals on Wheels, and nutrition education for seniors on how to stretch their nutrition dollar and how to eat well without spending a lot. A legal assistance program. We contract a legal assistance program for legal advice, counseling, and representation for seniors, primarily in the areas of public benefits, housing rights, consumer protection and debt, elder abuse, incapacity, and long-term care planning. We have Alzheimer's daycare services that we contract out for. It includes medical monitoring, therapeutic activity, education, recreation, social activities, and all of those are for those with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or other cognitive impairments which might otherwise require them to be put in a skilled nursing facility. We have a family caregiver support program that we contract for. It is for the caregivers of seniors. It includes assessment and case management, counseling, support groups, caregiver training, in-home respite, and out-of-home respite. Caregivers have a high level of burnout. Well, I'm not telling you anything. So the respite is very important to those. We're talking about people that are taking care of family members 24/7. HICAP is the Health Insurance Counseling and Advocacy Program, and it provides information and free and objective information on assistance in dealing with Medicare, Medi-Cal, HMOs, insurance, and other health insurance issues. AAA direct services that we provide. We provide health promotion activities, coordinating with senior centers and our contractors for fall prevention activities, exercise programs, medication management. We also do elder abuse prevention. Once a year we put on an elder abuse prevention conference. We usually have it in May. We just had it this year for first responders. We also provide educational materials to our contractors to distribute on elder abuse prevention. Disaster preparedness, we coordinate with local authorities, make sure that seniors are thought of and taken care of in disasters. I can't see how many minutes. I have to know how many minutes I have left, so I have to know how fast I have to talk. And we have disaster survival kits at the senior centers as well to help take care of seniors in case of who knows what. And transportation advocacy is a huge issue in our area. We sit on boards and councils and advocate for the needs of seniors in transportation, particularly in that area of non-medical, our non-emergency medical transportation. The Ombudsman program, as it was mentioned earlier, we coordinate that as a direct service. The Ombudsman investigates abuse and resolves complaints on behalf of residents in long-term care facilities. In our area, that's primarily skilled nursing facilities and residential care facilities. I want to go a little bit into that. It's kind of an area that's close to my heart, as I am a registered ombudsman, certified ombudsman. Residents have rights. They have rights to be treated with respect and dignity. They're free from chemical and physical restraints. The right to manage their finances, voice grievances, associate and communicate privately with whomever they want, send and receive personal emails, email on the mind, records that are kept confidential, apply for assistance without discrimination, be fully informed of their rights, services, and charges, and be given advance notice of transfer and discharge. So the Ombudsman, the duties of the Ombudsman, are to identify, investigate, and resolve complaints made by or on behalf of residents, provide information about long-term care services, represent the interests of residents before government agencies, seek remedies to protect residents, and analyze, comment on, and recommend changes in laws and regulations, educate and inform consumers and the general public regarding issues and concerns, promote development of citizen organizations, provide resident family council technical support, advocate for changes to improve residents' quality of life, witness advanced healthcare directives. The Ombudsman is also a mandated reporter. We're usually the first line of reporting when it comes to alleged or potential elder abuse in facilities. So we are usually the first ones that are called out to go check that. If necessary, it's referred on to law enforcement or it's investigated and found not to be an issue. Ombudsmen are also legislative advocates. I was just in the Capitol a couple of months ago promoting some of the Ombudsman programs. Successes that we've had in the past have been restraint reduction, both physical and chemical, and also the reduction of misuse of psychotropic drugs for behavior control. So the way to contact the Area Agency on Aging, in your bags you have a brochure that has all of the phone numbers for the various programs that we have. You can also contact our Senior Information and Assistance line at 800-510-2020. That number actually will work in any county or any AAA in the state. If you go to that, that's a number that works throughout the state for information and assistance lines. Our office number is 707-262-4517. And there's a lot of information on our website which has a really long URL, and I apologize for that, but because we're part of the Lake County system, we're buried down in their network. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can ask now, or I'll be around afterwards. You can talk if you want to talk about specific programs. Well, HICAP, It's an 800 line. It's based down in Santa Rosa, but there's local representatives who come and talk at the facilities, at senior centers and other locations. Their objective, they don't sell any insurance. Their objective, they'll analyze a senior's situation. They'll get the information from the senior, and based on that, they'll make a recommendation on the best, normally it's the best supplement, like a part, the various Part B, Part C, Part D, supplement programs based on a senior's income, on their situation. Is there more? Anything more I'm missing? Oh yes, that's right. Appeals. They'll deal with if a senior wants to do an appeal. They will handle the appeals to Medicare, Medi-Cal on that. Oh. Yes. Yes, yeah. On our legal services provider, our long-term senior legal provider was Senior Andy Rossoff at Senior Law Project, which was here in Lakeport. As of December 31st, he retired, an impossible person to replace, but our senior legal provider now is Legal Services of Northern California. From what I understand, they're doing an excellent job. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback. They're located in Ukiah and doing basically the same thing that Andy was in a different location. And yes, they do have an 800 number, which I believe is in that brochure. Yes, we have hired a new ombudsman. She is in the process of going through certification. At the moment, you got me. That's it. I'm sorry, but that's the best you can get. But she is being certified. We've had state ombudsmen come out and assist us and go through some of the facilities. So yeah, we're doing it. Okay, thank you.